Good morning. It's Saturday and on Monday I start my semester. So I was gonna make a video that was like what I do to prepare for the semester, but it's too late to prepare for the semester. I've just finished my exams, so this is more like a how to do my English work quickly. I've got a lot of reading. I'm doing my reading for my Shakespeare module, but for Shakespeare I have to do basically play a week, right? So anyway, I was gonna call this a how I work for the week video, but I thought that was like, it was like how I study as an English literature student. It's very serious and a little bit pretentious. So I've changed my mind, but I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but it's going to be something different because that's so awful to name it. But I really need to start my work for Shakespeare because that's on Monday at 11 and it's Saturday today, but I'm going out tonight, so you know, like it all adds up. And I need to paint my nails tonight. That's a non-negotiable. It's one play a week. Luckily this week we're only doing select scenes from Henry... what are we doing? Henry V. But the next week it's... is it King Lear next week? I have to read the whole play for that, so I really want to get a head start on that and maybe just read as much Shakespeare as I can today. Richard III. Richard III. So this is what I'm going to do. I have on one screen my 7 pages of Shakespeare work, and on the other half I'm going to have my like word notes thing. I wish I had the book to annotate, but I cannot afford to buy all the books. And then as I go through, I'm gonna make the notes on the left and read the other half, right? And then I'll do the secondary reading. But I don't know what to do when I get to the Shakespeare, like when I have to read the whole play. I really don't know. Okay, let's start. I've done half an hour of work and I've got a 5-minute break. I've done like 5 pages. I'm just like picking on things that I think I find interesting, like quotes or ideas, and just writing questions to myself in my notes. Because I find like a lot of the time if I write questions and I go to the seminar, they kind of get answered either by myself or by someone else. So, because I got my 5-minute break, I'm gonna eat one of my sweeties. These are Jeju mandarin jellies. I found them in the shop and I thought that looks interesting. And it does look interesting. I feel like we always underestimate, well, I always underestimate Shakespeare. Because I thought of it as like such a GCSE text, you know? Okay, I gotta restart. My time is about to come off for my end of my 5-minute break. I've been working for an hour and I've finished all of the first week stuff because it wasn't very much. So now what I want to do is read the whole of Richard III. Easy peasy, right? Toast. I made 2 with hummus and 1 with this is leftover guacamole and crispy onions because I'm obsessed with crispy onions. My housemate put laundry detergent in the sink today on top of people's dirty dishes. And I think that's a sign for them to clean their dishes. I forgot to explain what I'm doing, like how I'm reading my play, because I don't know, when I was at school we used to do like a play at a time. And now it's a play a week, so how do you deal with that? And I have no idea, but this is what I'm doing. I'm reading the whole of the play, but I've got specific scenes that I need to concentrate on, and then I'm gonna write more notes for that, but I'm just writing things I find interesting in the other ones, or like things I think are worthy of note. But this is crazy already. I'm reading the synopsis so that I have an understanding. If I don't manage to get through it all, I still understand what it's going to be about. But he's just like, and then he's gonna get rid of her, and he's gonna date his cousin or whatever. Bro, his niece, I think. This is crazy. Richard III. He is so sneaky. Let us continue our work. I'll get back to you when I'm on scene, when I'm in Act 2. See you later. I got a bit distracted, but it took me 44 minutes to finish the first thing. Here are my treats. They're not really treats. The lemon water. I just love water. And this tea, I think it's an immune tea, but it smells so bad. And now I'm going to continue with Act 2. I finished the second act. I'm an hour in, so I'm less than halfway through. Oh, time to continue. I'm not ready. So I had to have a break, so I had to let him into my house. And now he's being a lazy bum. But I'm still doing my reading. I'm almost at scene 5, which means I'm almost halfway through. And now I'm starting Act 4. But I think my boyfriend has fallen asleep. So I'm gonna be really quiet. But I'm over halfway. I look crazy. I got like 20 more scenes maybe. I don't know how many. Probably not even that many. 10 more maybe. I'm so excited to finish. Do you see how dark it is in here? When I started doing my work this morning, it was light, and now it's so dark. It was before lunch when I started doing my work, but now I'm on my final act. But I think there are like 8 scenes in this act. 7 scenes in this act. And it's almost 5 o'clock. It's okay, I can do it. I'm finished. It only took me like 4 hours. Well, 4 hours from like beginning to end. It only took me about 3 hours to read the whole of, not even 3, 2 hours to read the whole of Richard III. Hopefully, these are the best notes of my life. So, what's the meaning of this video? Prepare for your lectures by reading the whole of the play. But I've got like 5 days. This is what you should do if you want to succeed in life. Read it all in one day. Never watch the film. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.